Alright, so I was not expecting my BFDI character ranking to do so well. It has like over 1,000 views, which is pretty cool. So I decided to rank characters from another object show, and I did BFDI. So obviously next I'm going to do Inanimate Insanity since it's the second most popular. And then next I'm probably going to do Animated Inanimate Battle. So be excited for that. But yeah, if you watched the last one, you already know all the rankings. I'm just doing the same ones: favorites, amazing, great, good, average, bad, and awful. And this video is gonna be a lot shorter because the BFDI one had like 77 characters, but this one only has like 42. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first character is OJ. Oh yeah, also there's spoilers in this for all three seasons. Um, OJ, he won season one, and I'm glad he did. I think he's amazing. The only reason I'm not putting him in favorites is because, like, I just feel like I just don't love him as much as some of the other characters, but I do still really like him. And also I'm really upset that he got out so early in Inanimate Insanity Invitational. Like, there's a lot of eliminations in that, especially the really early ones that really annoyed me. And OJ was one of them. He did not deserve to go that early. All right, next is Taco. I've seen a lot of people who really love Taco, like they put Taco up here, but I think Taco is just great. Like, I still really like Taco, but I feel like I haven't seen enough of her yet to love her as much as everyone else. Because for most of season, like pretty much all of season one, except for the last episode, she was just a Rocky clone. And then season two, she appears halfway, like in the second half, but the only character she interacts with is Microphone. And like that is her best season because she's actually like a villain in that. But yeah, when season two finishes, we're probably gonna see her again. I'm guessing the other characters are gonna interact with her, so I'm excited for that. But then she doesn't appear at all in season three, which I think is kind of weird. Like I wish she would. I wish she showed up at least once. But yeah, Paper. I'm gonna put him in great above Taco. I think Paper is a really funny character, but I'm not putting him higher because he's only in the first season, which is the worst season in my opinion. And I feel like he would have been perfect for season three, but he didn't get enough votes to make it in, which is pretty sad. But like I don't really know who I'd replace him with because I feel like all the characters who got voted to be in season three deserve to be there. Um, Pickle. Pickle, I also think is great. He's another character that I wish would have been in season three, so I think he would have been perfect there. But yeah, he's only in season one, and which, like I said, is the weakest season for me. But I still really like him. I like his more like chill and laid back personality. I think it's pretty cool. And then we have Bo. Um, the I don't this tier list doesn't have bot on it, so I'm just gonna use this one as like both of them because I kind of have the same opinion on them. I'm gonna put them in good. I think Bo is just like a fine character. She was like a little annoying, but I really like the song she sings in season two when she's a ghost. And then Bot, I really liked. But I feel like they made it a little too far in season three. But I still really like them. But not like not. I know a lot of people really love Bo and Bot, but I don't love them quite that much. And then Apple, I'm also gonna put Apple in good. Like I don't really have much to say on about her. I just think she's good. Like there's nothing I like love about her, but like there isn't really anything I hate about her either. I did think she was kind of funny in season 2 though. Marshmallow. I know a lot of people really like Marshmallow, but I just think she's average. Like I never really cared about her that much. I always found her to be a little boring. Um, but I mean, she was good in like the last few episodes she was in season 2. But yeah, I just never really cared about her that much. And then Bomb, uh, yeah, he's kind of bad. He's boring, but he's not like boring like Marshmallow. He's like boring but also annoying. Like he didn't really do anything in season 1. He's like one of the characters who was only in season 1 who I'm glad never came back, unlike Paper and Pickle. Yeah, he's just annoying. But now we have my favorite character in Inanimate Insanity, Paintbrush. I just really love Paintbrush. I think they're hilarious. I just like love all their storylines. I'm so glad that they were in all 3 seasons, but they didn't. They never won any of the seasons, which kind of sucks. If there's a season 4, I hope Paintbrush is in it, and I hope Paintbrush wins. Paintbrush deserves to win. Like, yeah, the 2 other times Paintbrush got eliminated was when it was the contestant voting. And I think if it was viewer voting, Paintbrush would have done a lot better, but they just had to switch it to contestant voting. And hot take, I really despise contestant voting. Like, I know there's a lot of people who think it works better for story-driven shows, but like every time I watch them, like I always have a favorite character, and then my favorite character always is one of the first ones voted out. And I'm just like, why? And I feel like I can always predict who's gonna get eliminated. It's always it's always the character who gets a lot of screen time in that episode. Is also like the characters who are just like funny, and I can also tell that the like villainous characters, like the villainous characters who are like the masterminds, I always know they're gonna make it to the final 5. Like every single contested voting show I've seen, the evil mastermind character always does really well. Yeah, but that's the end of my little rant there. And now we have the 2 worst characters, Salt and Pepper. They're just really annoying and unlikable. They're like Bomb. I'm glad they were only in season 1 and they never came back. I'm glad that they're gone. Like I hope they never come back. Like, and I mean I don't really have a official ranking for them because I hate them both equally. And then Light Bulb. Yeah. I love Light Bulb like a lot of other people do. I don't love her as much as a lot of other people though. Like a lot of people have her as their favorite character, but I just don't think she's quite that amazing. A lot of people want her to win season 2, and I'd be fine with her winning season 2. Like out of all the 4 characters in the final 4 in season 2, I'd be fine with any of them winning. But yeah, I want Knife to win personally. But like I said, I'd be fine if any of them win. And then Balloon. Balloon is my second favorite character in the whole show. I even liked him in season 1. A lot of people hated him in season 1 because he was like really bossy. But I still liked him. I thought he was kind of funny. But then season 2 and season 3, he's one of the best characters. He kind of became like the main character. He's kind of become one of the main characters. And I really like his story with Nickel. But I feel like in season 3 it's kind of been stretched out. Like I feel like it kind of just needs to end at this point. But like the Nickel and Balloon arc has been stretched out ever since the start of season 2 basically. And it's still going. I thought it was pretty much resolved, but like it's not. Um, and now we have another one of my favorites, Nickel. Um, he's going to be near the end of favorites just because I didn't really like how near the end of season 2 he kind of just became like the villain. I didn't really like taking his character in that direction. Like I get he was always a little rude and pessimistic, but he just became a full on villain basically. And I'm kind of glad he got eliminated in season 2. Um, and I'm glad that he is doing really well in season 3. But I hope he doesn't win. I feel like that'd be too obvious. I feel like it'd be too obvious if he wins. Like same with Lightbulb. Everyone's expecting Lightbulb to win season 2. But I feel like she's gonna be in like the final 2, and then barely lose. I feel like it's gonna be like that with Nickel. I think it'll be too obvious if he wins, so I think he's not gonna win. And then Knife is my third favorite character. He's the one I want to win season 2. I love Knife. I've always Most of the time I like the mean characters. Sometimes I don't like them, like with these two. Like cuz they're like annoying mean, but he's like mean in like a fun and entertaining way. And I do really like the development he's gotten in season 2. And I honestly think he deserves to win cuz the mean characters never win in object shows. So it'd be really cool if a mean character actually did win. And then baseball. Is he gonna go favorites or amazing? I'll put him at the bottom of amazing. A lot of people don't like him because they think he's boring, but I really like him. I think he's cool. I like his storyline in season 2 with the alliance and how he feels like he like messed it up or like could have done better. Um, but yeah, out of the 4 finalists in season 2, he's the one I want to win the least. And speaking of the final 4, Suitcase, I like slightly more than Baseball, but slightly less than Lightbulb. Um, like most of the characters in season 2, I really liked her storyline. I think she's one of like the most likable and sympathetic characters. I don't understand why I've seen some people saying that she's boring. And I'm like, are we watching the same show? She is one of the least boring characters in the whole thing. Like she's had such great character development, and then there's still people who are like, she's boring. She shouldn't win. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Get out of here with that. Yeah, but like all 4 of these characters, I love all 4 of them. So I don't really like. I would be fine with any of them winning, but out of the 4, I want Knife to win the most, and I want Baseball to win the least. And then Microphone. There's a lot of people who love Microphone, but I just think she's great. She's another character who I wish was in season 3, kind of like these two. Like I feel like these 3 needed to be in season 3 because I feel like there's still more to do with their characters. Although like Microphone did quit, so she probably wouldn't even want to be in season 3. But I feel like she could have been there. I feel like they could have like there could be more to do with her character, but like as it is, I still think she was a really great character in season 2, and I kind of wish like I don't know. I think it would have been cool if she was in the final 4, but I like these 4 characters more. So yeah, and then Test Tube is a character I really like. I put her at bottom of amazing. I don't know. It's hard to rank all the characters in amazing because like my opinions on them are all like very similar, so it's hard to rank them. I think for now I'm gonna keep her at the bottom of amazing. She was good in season 2, but she was really good in season 3. I liked the conflict she had with Cabby, but I kind of wish she did a little bit better. Because like as soon as Cabby came back, she got out. And I feel like she could have stayed a little bit longer to interact with Cabby and Bot more. Um, yeah, so it kind of sucked that she got eliminated. And speaking of sucked that they got eliminated, Fan is amazing. I I am never gonna understand why they made Fan the second one get eliminated. And now that Blueberry rejoined in the newest episode, that means he placed last in season 3, which is kind of pathetic. And I don't know why. He's such a great character, and like a lot of people love him. And like they could have had him interact with Test Tube more, and he could have been a part of the storyline with Test Tube and Cabby. Yeah, it was just such a waste of a great character, kind of like with OJ. Like these two and another character that I'll get to later. Like those three are the characters who like I think should have done way better in season 3. I think them getting eliminated early was really really dumb. All right, and then Soap. This is the character that made them switch from viewer voting to contested voting. So that automatically she would have been in great, but because of that, she goes at the top of good, just for that. Um, but there's a lot of people who say that Soap should have gotten farther and that they could have done more with her character. And I kind of agree. But I feel like all of the other characters on her team kind of deserve to stay longer. Like Nickel, Baseball, Balloon, Suitcase. I feel like they all deserve to stay longer. And Knife. Like I feel like they were all just better characters, and I think it made sense for Soap to get eliminated in that episode. Cheesy. I really liked him. I don't know why he got so many votes to be eliminated. I guess some people thought he was annoying, but I thought his terrible puns were hilarious. I don't know why. Just hearing like very bad puns is just funny to me. Cause like when I do the animated inanimate battle ranking, you'll see that like Whoopee Cushion is very similar to Cheesy, and he's another character that I really like. But yeah, I wish we could have seen more of him, but unfortunately, we didn't. And then Yin Yang, a character who's become quite controversial thanks to season 3. There's a lot of people who put him like down here because they think he's overrated or boring, but then there's also a lot of people who put him up here, and I'm one of the people who puts him up here. He's my third, or let's see. Is he better than? Yeah, he's better than Knife. It's just funny to me how he went from being one of the first ones eliminated in season 2 to making it to the final 6 in season 3. And I think if it wasn't for the immunity votes, he would have been like the first one eliminated on his team. But I'm glad that he made it far because I liked his story arc of like yin and yang like arguing and eventually like deciding to like work together. And I really liked it. I don't understand all the people who are saying he's boring, that he didn't deserve to make it that far. But I disagree. I think he deserved to do really well, and it really sucks that he got eliminated in the newest episode. Doe, I don't like him. I don't get what the point of his character was. He was literally in one singular episode, and he was just really unlikable, and he got on my nerves. And I'm glad that he died. Like, but then they brought him back in the episode with the ghosts, and he was a little bit better there, but I still don't like him. And like, there's literally nothing else to say about him. He's just like a worse version of Spongy. Box is a character that a lot of people don't like because he isn't even really a character. He's literally just an inanimate box. Like, he doesn't even talk. But I unironically really like Box. I don't know why. Just for some reason to me, just the concept of having a character who isn't alive, but all the other characters think he is alive, I just think that's funny. And I don't understand why a bunch of people hate him, because in season 2 and season 3, the only 2 seasons he's in, he doesn't even do that well. In season 2, I think he's the fourth one voted off, and in season 3, he's the fifth one eliminated because of the injury. And that injury scene was kind of funny, but I'm gonna put him right there. I think Fan is slightly better, but yeah, I always liked Boxen. Like, I do understand why people hate him though, because he doesn't do anything, because he can't do anything. Although, like, there are some plot holes of, like, Box isn't alive. Like, how does he vote? Like, how does he vote for people in season 3 if he isn't alive? Like, maybe MePhone just votes for him. I don't know. Maybe Box really is alive. Who knows? And now we have another character I despise, Trophy. All the people who say, "Oh, Trophy didn't deserve to be eliminated so early. He should have been in it longer." No, you're wrong. Trophy sucked. The blackmail storyline is the worst storyline in the entire show. Is It was just so annoying, and I'm glad. Like, even though that storyline was only around for like 2 or 3 episodes, it felt like an eternity, and I was so happy that he got eliminated. And all the people were like, "Oh, they could have done so much more with him." What? No. Like, the only storyline they gave him was he blackmailed Knife, which Knife was one of my favorites. So, like, I hated that. And then he was also just a jerk to everyone. But, like, and it was just, like, really annoying. And he just acted like one of those, like, middle school bullies, where he just tries to get everyone to laugh at, like, something stupid. And it works. Everyone laughs except for Baseball, who was a Chad in that episode and basically told Trophy that he isn't funny and that he sucks. So yeah, I'm glad that he didn't last long, and I'm glad he's not in season 3. And then Cherries is a character who I'm gonna put in great. I know there's some people who don't like him. But I really liked the Cherries. I liked the design of, like, the two heads. And I like how they're kind of like when, like, they have other two-headed characters like Yin Yang. They are like two separate minds. But I liked how the Cherries had like one mind, but like two heads. It's kind of confusing, but I really liked the design. And I thought he was funny, but he was the second one voted out, and it made me sad because, like, I feel like they could have done more with him. And everyone just voted for him because he sent Marshmallow to the moon. But, like, that's the only reason people voted for him. And I think they included that just because I've noticed that, like, in viewer vote shows and in contestant vote shows, whenever there's a character who has a cool design, they're usually the hardest ones to animate. So they do something that will make everyone want to vote them out. Like, they made, like, I think, like, Donut is hard to animate in BFDI. And the reason that they made him a mean character in BFDIA was so he would be the first one voted out, so they wouldn't have to animate him anymore. And there's a ton of other examples, but yeah, that's kind of my conspiracy theory. And then Tissues. I don't know why I like Tissues. I don't know. He is kind of gross, and how he just sneezes on everyone. But he was only in 2 episodes, so, like, it wasn't that bad. And I don't know, I kind of liked his voice, and he had some funny moments. Like, I don't know why, but him saying, "Guys, oatmeal raisin cookies are the cause for global warming, guys." Like, I don't know why, that part just is so funny to me. And then Blueberry. I already liked Blueberry in the first episode. I thought, like, his like, super pessimistic attitude was funny, and, like, if it was just the first episode of season 3, he would probably be like here. But then he rejoined in the newest episode, and now he's like a mastermind villain, and and like it doesn't really make sense why he went from like depressed to like an evil villain. But I feel like they might explain it in the later episodes. But like that whole episode brought him all the way up to my favorites. And I think like my prediction for season 3 now is the final two is gonna be Balloon and Blueberry, and Balloon's gonna win. That's my prediction. Tea Kettle is another character who I wish did better in season 3, because I kind of liked how she was like helping Nickel and Balloon like with their like argument, I guess. I thought it was cool, but then she got eliminated kind of early, and that kind of sucked. But then like all of the times she appears, I liked her, so I'm gonna put her at the bottom of amazing. And then Life Ring, like earlier when I was talking about OJ and Fan being the two of the characters who got eliminated early in season 3 when they shouldn't have, and there's a third one. The third one I was talking about was Life Ring. I really like Life Ring, and I think he could have made it farther. He's such a cool guy, and he was like supportive of his team, and and I don't understand why they all voted him out, because even though his strategy made them lose, at least he was actually trying. But yeah, that was. I'm kind of sad that the Sinkers were the team that lost a bunch, because they were my favorite team. I liked all the characters on that team. And then Cabby is a character who I used to really hate. Like, I would have put her down here. But then she rejoined, and then they gave her some character development, and now I think she's great. I'm going to put her at the top of great. I do think she's going to get, like, in the next episode, either her or Silver Spoon's going to be eliminated, because both of their storylines are kind of over, and there's no reason for them to stay. But and at first I was really mad that they made her rejoin, because I wanted either Blueberry, Life Ring, Tea Kettle, or Goo. Literally, she was my least favorite, and still is my least favorite out of all the people who were eliminated at the time. But now I'm not mad anymore that she rejoined, because they made her a good character. And Goo, I loved Goo like the second he appeared. I'm gonna put him right there. I'm sad. I wish he could have at least made it to the merge. Like, I'm just really sad that he got eliminated, and I wanted him to rejoin so badly, but he didn't, and that made me sad. But I just love how he's like always happy and optimistic, and he's a really funny character, and I like his design of him just being this little blue blob. But there are some people who don't like him because they think he is quote unquote annoying, which doesn't make any sense because he's not annoying at all. And then Clover is a character I never really liked. I'm gonna put her in average. Like, I don't dislike her, but she's just always been kind of boring to me. It never really interested me. Although I did like her, and she appeared in the newest episode, and I kind of liked her in that episode. But most of the episodes, I kind of forgot she was even there for most of it. And then Candle, I think, is good. There's a lot of people who love Candle. Like, there's a lot of characters here that people love that I don't love as much as them. But Candle, I think she, like, how far she got in season 3 made sense. Like, and I'm really glad that she didn't rejoin. Like, when they showed that there's going to be another rejoin, and she was one of the ones who could rejoin, I was so sure that they were going to make her rejoin, because, like, Silver Spoon was still there, and she was kind of like one of the villainous characters, but I'm glad that she didn't rejoin, because she also just got eliminated, so it wouldn't make sense. And then Silver Spoon is the character I'm the most mixed on. Some episodes I really like him, and some episodes I can't stand him. So I'm just gonna put him in average. I really hope he gets eliminated next. It's ridiculous that he did this well. Literally none of the characters in the show like him except for Candle, and somehow he made it to the final five. But I do think he's gonna be eliminated next because now Blueberry's the main villain, and so it wouldn't really make sense to have him around. And also, like I said earlier, his storyline's over. And then the floor, I really like him. I think his design concept is funny. Um, and I do. He's another character where I think how far he got made sense. And I also like how he became the co-host. And then Me Phone, I think Me Phone is a good host. We'll put him right, or actually, yeah, right there. He's not like amazing. Like he's not as great as like 2 or the announcer, but he is still better than 4 and X. Like he is funny, and I do like the storyline he's in, but like that's pretty much it. And then this guy, I don't even remember this guy's name. I haven't watched season 1 in a while, but I guess I'll just put him in average. Yeah, all I remember is that he was like a parody of the Terminator, I think. And then Toilet, I really like Toilet. I think he's hilarious. I'll put him at the top of great. I just think like the concept of having a one of the characters being a toilet. Like I always thought like before I watched Inanimate Insanity, I was like, it would be kind of funny if there was a toilet character. And then I watched this, I was like, oh, there's a toilet. And I also like his design of like his mouth is the seat and the seat lid on the toilet. And then Meepad, who's the other co-host in season 2. I still really like him, but I don't like him quite as much as Toilet. And then the last character, Cobbs, he's like the main threat in season 2, and they're like setting up how he's gonna come, like near the end, like at the end in the finale of season 2. But I just think he's good. Or actually, I'll put him at the bottom of good. Like I never really felt that intimidated by him. But yeah, that's my Inanimate Insanity character tier list. And same with the BFDI tier list. I'll make a community post every time I update my tier list. But yeah, that's all.